Alright, give me a second. I need to switch on Pump Fun and X.
You'll never get it. The silence is intentional, not empty, not weak. It's a language I don't teach. Explaining is exposure. Exposure is risk. I choose precision. I choose this. When I finally leave, no one stops me. They're still waiting for something I won't be. The silence is intentional. Ooh, the silence is intentional.
Alright, give me a second, guys. I need to go live on X. Space is live. Studio.
I move with careful step, every gesture measured calm. No need for applause, no need for explanation.
Yo, yo, I'm live.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
My posture is
Are you on?
Yeah, just, I think I'm connected to all of you.
every word I don't
Just
speak
turn it on.
carries
Do you
weight.
want me to stay down here and just take what I think would be valuable?
Go for it. You see all that? I can't believe it. I knocked on the door.
I
knocked on the door and nothing. So I'm guessing he threw it all out. Remember, the guy said he had to get out of there by so that's my guess. He's like, did it.
It's not Mac. It's not actual like MacBook computers, though, right? Just cases.
Cases, yeah. I grabbed like 3 boxes of MacBook stuff, but they're so much. I was, once this is over, I'm gonna go out there, pull up the garage door, and like move this stuff around and take like some of those cases for iPhones are probably like $20 a piece.
I can do it. Do you want me to just roll it down and then you can go solo?
Yeah, because I can't imagine this will take very long. Maybe. If nobody shows up, I'm just gonna, chill it and be done.
Okay. Well, my headlights shine on it, so I'll go through and see what I can see, and then I'll let you do that right now.
All right, is Cash there?
No, he hasn't turned it over yet. When I left, the car was still there.
Okay, I'm sure he'll want to grab some stuff, so have him start down.
Yeah, did you leave the back door unlocked?
Yeah, the back door.
Okay, I'll do that right now. Then I love you, babe.
To explain is to dilute, to justify is to bow. I choose to remain composed and show the world how. The music hums soft. breeze caresses the floor. I need no validation, no eyes to implore. Silent cold, the world can't speak. I hold my silence, and it is enough.
Live over on the main X account. Let me pin this. What's up, Bex? What's up, ProMod? Let me bring you up. Getting the hang of this. Where is my...
It's good.
What up? What up?
Chilling, bro. How you doing?
Good, good. Just got into the studio, trying to set up the multi-stream. Right now, I'm streaming on Pump Fun and on the main Luxurious Lounge YouTube channel through StreamYard. So it looks like I did it correctly, successful.
Yeah, let me look at that. Cause I'm just on X. I'm not.
Oh, okay. So what I need to do is, how do I post my feed into the Jumbotron?
You post, and then
So just make a
I think
post.
Yeah, after you make the post, right? You get on the post, the three little dots thing. I think you'd see share on put on Jumbotron on the spaces.
See, pin to your profile.
Yeah.
Edit, pin to your profile. Change who can reply. No. Let me do share. Oh, here we go. Share to space. Boom.
Share the space, yeah.
So that should go to the top, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, there it is. So now anybody that comes into spaces that's talking, they can click on that, and then they can see me live.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Yeah. That works.
Cool. All right.
It's live.
Yeah, so I just shot, just decided to go live. I think maybe it was you. I think it was you. It was like, hey, we should just go live on X just to see if anybody actually shows up and has any questions. So I was like, fuck it. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Plus,
First.
it helps being able to stream on the other, YouTube and Pump Fun.
You're streaming on YouTube right now as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll put
great.
let me see if I can grab the link for that.
Man, this is my first time this week. Like the whole week, I didn't join no space. I was just lurking around on X. I was enjoying the spaces really.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, but I've been looking around, just lurking around spaces.
Cool. So now I'm gonna post the link to YouTube right underneath the X. Cool.
Right. Let me try to tag some people in here.
So what I ended up doing, well, obviously OBS Studio, and then I found a plugin that plugs into OBS Studio, and then I can, from there, like once I go live, you go live on the main account, which I just chose YouTube, just for example. Then there's a tab on my OBX where I can add other feeds. So I added Pump Fun, with the stream code. Then I also added X Studio with the stream code. So eventually, like when I do Kick and Twitch, it'll be so easy for me to go live, broadcasting into YouTube, but then also sending it to as many other platforms as I want at the same time. And then I'll probably just try to redirect everybody into X, because that's, you know, that's where the main meat and potatoes are going to be at anyway.
Yep.
Plus with X, they can talk like how I'm talking to you without too much difficulty, as long as they have an account. So
Yeah, I think X make that more easier than the rest of the platforms.
yeah,
Um,
I still don't quite understand why X doesn't have, you know, when you schedule a space, you should be able to have an option where you can toggle on a, you know, a camera.
when
Yeah.
you get on Spaces,
Yeah, for X.
I don't think. I think that's
Yeah.
where the live stream comes in.
Yeah. You would think that they would make it a little bit easier. I think if it was easier, more people would use that function, you know, where whoever's hosting the space, if you could see them live, I think it just adds to the, you know, the legitimacy.
Oh, like the Telegram thing.
Exactly. You know, in Telegram, you can choose to turn your camera on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty rad.
Yeah. No, I don't know. That would be really heavy on X.
Oh, true. Having like 600 feeds trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if
Oh,
it was
there's
just
so
the actual host, maybe he's the only one that could go live. I think that would be pretty
Pretty
good. But anyway, this works. It's just a little bit behind, you know, like the video feed versus the audio.
Yep.
What's up, Bex?
What's up?
Let me bring you up to speak.
Yeah, GM.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I'm audible.
I guess I must have it to where you can automatically speak.
Yeah. You know, my mic was accepted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah, I kind of had to lick my wounds over the last week. ProMod knows what happened, but dude, I got majorly cooked. There is an account that's still operating right now on X that was offering up some like software for making AI videos, and I, you know, of course I clicked on it because, you know, I'm into generating stuff like that, and it's a gold badge account. They've had their account since like 2016. I looked at everything, it all looked good. I clicked on their website, went to the website, looked solid. And then on the website, they had a tab for, you know, so you could try out their software. So of course I'm like, all right, let me give this a shot. I clicked on it, and then it downloaded the file, and then it said it failed, you know, to try again. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I tried it again, and it failed. I'm like, oh well. I screen captured the message that I got, and then I went back to X and I posted it in their timeline, you know, the account. I was like, hey guys, I tried to download your software and it didn't work, and that was it. I just kind of, I let it go. I forgot about it, right? And that was like Friday at like 4:30 last week. And about 10 o'clock at night, the same night, I had a good friend of mine, you know, I'm in another team with him, and he's like, dude, what, you okay? I'm like, yeah, why, what's up? And he's like, dude, you're selling all your stuff. I'm like, the fuck I am. And sure enough, like my dev wallet for my other project, for this project, personal wallets of mine, they were all just getting liquidated, just doosh. So I jumped on my computer at the house, and we were kind of tracking down the wallets, you know, seeing where all the money was going, and in the meantime, just everything was just getting cooked. So
Shit was crazy.
oh yeah, I grabbed my phone and I opened up Phantom, and you know, I probably have like 15 different wallets in there, and I just seen 0, 0, 0, and then I saw maybe like 5 or 6 that still had some different coins that I was holding. So quickly on my phone, I started transferring all my shit over to Soulflare, because I hardly use Soulflare, right? So I'm like, all right, transfer that, and transfer. Then I got a notification for PayPal saying transactions failing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I went into my PayPal. Sure enough, somebody was in there trying to buy crypto, and luckily PayPal is really good at, like, probably, you know, it's not common so they denied it. And right then, my buddy that was helping me, who's into like internet security, he's like, dude, this isn't a typical wallet drain. This is like somebody has access to a computer. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm sitting at the house and I'm like, by this time it's like 1 a.m. So I'm like, I'm going to my office. Got in my truck, jammed straight over to the office, went to my home or my office computer, and I grabbed the mouse, and the mouse was locked up. And then, I'm like moving the mouse. I'm like, what the hell, is my mouse dead? And then the mouse freed up, and I had noticed at the bottom right-hand corner, there was this little icon flashing that said, like, net connect in progress. And right there, I knew somebody was like remotely had logged into my office computer. So I yanked the plug on the computer, disconnected the Wi-Fi, and then ever since then, at that point, I was like trying to figure out what the fuck happened, right? Well, my buddy was like, go look at your history on the computer and see what was accessing. So I looked at like the recent stuff, and I had seen the software that I downloaded. Somebody had deleted it, like the download file. And I was like, dude, it must have been this. And then this is what I got from the X account. And he's like, yep, I bet you they downloaded a Trojan, so they could gain access to your computer. And sure enough, that's what it was. Because when I went back to that account on X to like look at it, they already blocked me. So why would they block me if there was no reason to block me? They blocked me because they knew I downloaded it. So they're like, oh shit, let's block him. And they removed my comment from their timeline saying that I downloaded their software and that it failed. So from that point, like, it's just been a nightmare trying to recapture everything. They figured out that since they had control of my dev wallet, they went into Streamflow, and they were trying to, even though they can't unlock my tokens, they tried to use my wallet to take the locks, to put them up for sale so they could come in and buy it with like a different wallet. Luckily, I had Streamflow's admin guys in my Telegram group, and I was like going back and forth like, hey, look, they're trying to compromise my shit, and so it just happened to be that either their system had a malfunction, but they were only able to get one of my locked bags put up for sale, and they sold it to themselves. And all the rest of the normies, I was able to get in there like 2 days later, and it was like such a stressful, like I had to like go in as my dev wallet, quickly put it up for sale, and then come in with my new wallet that was saved and buy it. And I had to do that like 14 times. So thank God I was able to do that. I got all the normie locks back protected. I got one of my other conviction projects, which was a small bag, protected. And it's just been a mess. And check this out, my cold storage. I had a Nano, a Ledger Nano that I rarely ever used, and I don't know if you know much about the cold storage, but it's a physical device that I would have to plug in via a USB into my computer in order to transfer crypto from like online to the cold storage. So this was like 3 or 4 days later. I grabbed my cold storage, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I grabbed some of the tokens that I was buying with my Safe wallet, connected my cold storage, and I transferred them from my Safe wallet into the cold storage, and was like, all right, safe now, right? No. Like 2 days after doing that, I got a message again from my other team, and they're like, oh man, somebody just dumped 2 million tokens, and one of the other guys was like, they think it's another one of your wallets. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm like, the only tokens I had were on my cold storage. So this was like, I think this was like for Friday or Thursday of this week. So I got my cold storage. I had to, you have to put in an access code even to just turn it on. Plugged it in, fired it up on my computer that I reformatted, so there's no bullshit on it anymore. And sure enough, I log into it, and somehow they were able to get into my cold storage and transfer all the tokens that I just put in there out, and they sold them. So at that point, I was like, bro, like, what the absolute fuck? Excuse my French, but so
They had
I was
actual full control.
yeah. So what I did, then I got a hold of Ledger and I explained the whole situation. I gave them all the digital receipts so they could see what happened. And they're saying that the only way somebody could do that is if they had control or they had access to the original computer. I'm like, well, of course they did. They freaking, who knows how many hours they had access to my computer. So they said they probably have multiple cold storages, right? So they basically cloned it somehow on their side, and then once it's cloned, they can, you know, take the seed phrase or the whatever the pass key, put it on their computer, and they can just move the shit around as, you know, as they please. I'm like, well, what's the point of a cold storage then if somebody could easily take control of it like that?
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, the best way to do a cold storage is like set it up on a computer that's not connected to the internet. So then, like, if you connect it to the internet, you do your transfer, and then you disconnect that computer from the internet. You don't connect it to anything else. That way, the only way they'd be able to get my cold storage is if they were able to hack that laptop or, you know, whatever I connected to. So it's like, since I set almost everything up on my home office computer, that's what cooked me. So this is a learning lesson for anybody that watches this later. Like, yeah, don't connect your. Well, I mean, I've been trading crypto since like 2018, and I've never been drained, none of that. But this was a different type of attack. This is just a hacker or a organization that gets you to download something that takes control of your computer, and then they have, you know, this isn't just crypto. Like, they tried to get into my PayPal, they tried to get onto my bank accounts, like all kinds of shit.
Premeditated shit.
And the account is still active. I've reported him from multiple accounts. I filled out an IC3 with the government, which is like, that's their like crypto Web3, you know, where scams and shit happen. So I filled that out. I sent them the screen captures, the transactions for all of the stuff, including my cold storage, and they're the ones that are going to end up having to reach out to X to try to summons the details for that account, because to have a gold badge account, you got to be verified with like government ID. Like, there is a lot of stuff in order to maintain that account. So whoever is behind that, and it didn't happen to me. Once I started digging into that account, I saw multiple things from various other accounts saying, this account just hacked me, you know, like I downloaded their software and then my computer got hacked, and you know, I lost like thousands of dollars of crypto. I'm like, me too, man. They did it to me.
Bruh. This whole shit is crazy, bro. These people just move around on Twitter doing all this crazy stuff. They'll never stop. They just come back, you know, with another account, of course. Get the gold badge, and just keep doing the thing. But you know, the gold badge thing, right? I used to think it's like it's traceable. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can't really do nothing with a gold badge. I mean, it's scam actually.
Really?
Gold badging in your profile, but clearly not. You know.
Yeah.
It's a question. So what the fuck is the accreditation on you know, the gold badge thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, Ledger said that once it's all figured out, you know, there's not much they can do as far as recovering what they transferred out. But they said, since I filled out that IC3 with the FBI, before I reformat that cold storage, because it can be, it's not trash. I guess I can go in there when everything's all said and done and they've done their investigations. I can reset the cold storage and reformat it, and then it'll give me a brand new seed phrase, and it'll be like starting over again. They recommended when I do that, do it on a computer. Basically, even if I have to just buy a brand new laptop and like that's all I use it for is like using the for sending stuff out or in, and that's it. Like, and then when it's offline, it's unplugged. That's it. There's no way they would have to steal the laptop from me and my cold storage in order to like take my money again.
Yeah, it's a remote. They're using the remote. What's it called?
Remote. Have you ever done those things, or you heard of people like when your PC something's wrong with it and they remotely log in to try to fix it for you?
Yeah, that's what I mean,
basically that, but they did it without whatever that is. It lets them have full access to everything without me giving them permission. Which blows me away, because when I downloaded the file, nothing happened. All it said was failed to install. Try again. So I didn't even think anything installed, and apparently it did.
That's what they want you to see. You already downloaded the most important thing for them.
Yeah. So
That's
be
all
careful,
that matters.
because, man, I lost like $35,000 from all of that.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
And I lost one
What's
lock of some supply from another project I'm in, and that's like $6,000 worth of supply.
Shit. Yo, what's up, Pinnacle? How you doing, bro?
What's up, Pinnacle? You there, bro?
He just
Let me see. Invite to speak.
just chilling. He's just listening.
There was some guy that posted in my timeline. He's like, where to go? I posted about the spaces, and he's like, oh, I'll be there. Expect some criticism or whatever he said. I'm like, yeah, bro, bring it.
Yeah, they always come up with some. I don't want to say, man, but we'll see.
How's the audio, by the way? Good?
Perfect.
Cool. I know you can't hear the music because it's coming through OBS. You can hear it in the feed, though, in the video feed, but not in the spaces. And I verified that Pump Fund does save my video feeds if I stream in through OBS, so that's good.
Oh, you can say, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
because
cannot save and switch it.
I wasn't sure if it did save, but the other day when I did the live stream for my luxurious family, it did save it, so that was a good thing.
Yeah.
I have a couple of people from my luxurious bastard side, like a couple of my customers that hit me up afterwards, and they're like, yeah, let me know how I could buy or invest in you. And I'm like, all right, yeah, no problem. It's a little bit complicated at first, but once you figure out like how to do it, the hardest part is just getting Solana into their wallet. Like for most of them, they're gonna be like, well, how do I, because they have no idea how to do a wallet and all that. So once I'll probably do like a YouTube video for it or something, and post it on YouTube for the Luxurious Lounge, and then I'll send it privately to some of my customers.
That's one of the hardest thing onboarding the non-crypto people. How to do this, how to do that.
Yeah,
it's not really hard, but at the same time you gotta be extra careful.
Yeah.
For a new person, you have to be extra careful.
I might even go as far as like, if they can't figure it out, I'll just get them to set up a Phantom wallet, because that's, you know how that's like ridiculously easy. Once they set up their Phantom wallet, I could just be like, send me some PayPal, send me PayPal, and then I'll send you back crypto, Solana. Then they can easily swap it for the token.
Yeah, that's pretty much easier that way.
Yeah.
Makes it easy. And then they won't have to bother how to buy crypto from an exchange.
Yeah.
Or how to
Because that's a pretty not an easy feat in its own. You gotta set up your exchange, you gotta like scan your government ID and like jump through 13 other hoops just to be able to buy buy crypto.
That's for no person. Except the person is really, really, really into it. Like he really wants to do it.
I'm sure there's a few of my customers that trade crypto, but just haven't run across that yet. I've got customers, like I said, my clientele is built up to probably about 30,000 customers, and I have like my top 50 customers. Some of them have spent at least $10,000 to $15,000 in buying, like all my beard stuff over the last 3 or 4 years. So I guarantee you, once they figure out they can invest in their favorite beard owner, these guys are probably, they'll come in, they'll buy like 3% of the supply, like right off the rip. And they won't sell because, they're invested in me. And, I'll have to explain to them how to sell and when to sell and all that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You kind of breaking.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're breaking a little.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I was thinking about making some kind of a video graphic illustration or video graphic advert for your products, and attach it to the TLLT. But it will be a really good video display of the products and all the merches that is from the Luxurious Lounge, and then try to integrate it into just like advertise it with the token, together with the token, using the videos.
Like how-to videos or something?
No. The for example, I'm talking about the product. If you, let's say, you want to make an advert, a video advert for one of the products.
Yeah.
Just a normal advert, right? And then we'll mix that with the advert of the token as well.
Oh, for like X or something?
Yeah, majorly for X or YouTube or whatever. But it's an advert for the product actually, but it also showcases the token.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, kind of like basically like when I like Instagram for the Luxurious Bastard. I just dropped a new profile on Sunday, so I put out a graphic of the products, like the beard oil, the beard balm, and butter. So I could, because basically the Luxurious Lounge is sponsored by Luxurious Bastard Beard Co. So it would be like a collaboration type. So like, buy the product, which is the best shit in the market right now in the beard game. Also, at the same token, you can invest in your, in the owner itself, and invest in the, not just the product, because the product is amazing, but they can actually, it'd be like investing in Apple. You can buy the product and you can buy stock in Apple. Same thing.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll try to look into the Instagram, because I've not been able to make like videos, 10, 15, 30 seconds videos.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're getting pretty good at that, by the way. The one where you have like me in the lounge smoking a cigar and stuff, like pretty badass.
Yeah, but it was a really good one. But it's you have to be able to to make a really good. It's an animation, right? It's just like 6 seconds, but at the same
Yeah.
time, you need to have an idea how to make a really good videographic illustration or
Yeah.
video cinematography, a really good production of a video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's all I did. Not everybody knows that. It wasn't just a random prompt. Nah, it
Yeah.
was
Yeah, that's what I've
because
been
for it to
doing.
think,
I use a combination
yeah.
of, I've got the Chat Pro Legacy model that's like $200 a month. And so I go in there and I have it create me the prompt that I can feed to Grok. And then, I give Grok some examples. And usually after 2 or 3 tries, it comes up with something good. Sometimes it'll give you some random
Mm,
off the wall stuff where you're like, what the hell is that? But, you know,
yeah, but
eventually
I
it does.
think the intelligence level of Grok is a little bit lower.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you kind of have to
right?
shape it a little bit before it puts out a decent, output.
Yeah, you have to tell it exactly what
Yep.
you know, or else it comes up with some crazy stuff that you don't want.
Yep.
What I survived doesn't need
Well, Pinnacle, you got anything, brother, or you just listening?
Just, man, just listening.
Mm.
I got no defense
I think what we can do is, if we wait a little more, nobody comes in, I'll probably ask some questions that people will want to ask or want to know. So for people that want to come back to listen to the space,
Yeah.
so they can have something to listen to.
Yeah. I kind of
It's
figured there
recorded,
would.
right?
I kind of figured there wouldn't be very many people show up yet, but I think the more I do it, I'll probably pick a time like once or twice a week, and always be
Mhm.
that time. That way, people like consistency. So it's like, oh, I'll call it like Thirsty Thursday, and you come in and talk to the lounge. Hang out in the lounge.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what we can do right now.
Yeah.
So I would say we give a little more time before. I'm just gonna ask about 2 or 3 questions. And that's
Yeah. Yeah. Go for it.
and it will be questions that the general probably would wanna know about the token of the project. So they can
Absolutely.
come back with a recorded space and listen if they want to. Because nobody really do nothing. They're just pretty lazy these days. It's crazy.
Dude, tell me about it. It's unfortunate. There's so many people in this space. They literally have to be spoon fed. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. That's what happens when, too much retards.
Yep. You can say that again. That's for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Man,
So
this guy.
hit me with something that the average, degen
Oh
might
yeah.
ask. Besides win Lambo.
Let's see. What first question is what is the token about?
Token is about. It's gonna be like my new man show type podcast. So if you can kind of think of like a Joe Rogan podcast, but this one is gonna be not just movie stars or whatever. I'm gonna be talking about crypto projects. Anything that's popular or popping on X. I'm also gonna have guests on here from real world guests, probably guests from like Web3 and like out of Web3. I'm fortunate enough to be connected with a lot of people from the brand, like movie stars and comedians and baseball players. And one of my good friends is Pro the Dogecoin millionaire. So I'm sure at some point if I talk to him, he'd probably join in on on a live stream just to shoot the shit. I've had him here at my facility, and we've, you know, broken bread and smoked cigars for the Bastard side. We did a collaboration on a beard product. That one's called like the Diamond Hand Bastard, and we did an oil butter balm for it. So, you know, it's gonna be cool vibes, no bullshit, crypto. You know, obviously my own project, which is gonna, as the buys and sells start coming in, you know, I'll get creator rewards from that. You know, I'm gonna have merchandise and stuff, of course, which I already have some like stickers and patches, and it's gonna be like cool man shit, you know.
Great.
Which is eventually is gonna lead to all the rest of the stuff that everybody does, you know, staking, NFTs, rare limited edition merchandise, you know, that only top holders can get, real world events, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. And safety.
Awesome.
That's the big thing in this space. Like, this is my first project where I created it. You know, I launched this token like 4 months ago. I launched it in the dead of night. I didn't tell nobody. It was a silent launch. There was no, you know, nobody knew about it. And I did that because I didn't want snipers, you know, I didn't want like people buying fat bags too early. Plus, this space that I'm in right now that I'm filming in, I built all of this since like October. So I've been working on building this 3,000 square foot facility out this whole time. So just literally a couple days ago, I finally paid Dex for it. And I did it like in the dead of the night. I didn't tell anybody. And, you know, that's just, I did that because I wanted a safe, slow foundation build up. I didn't want a bunch of people freaking coming into it and ruining it by buying too much and then selling on the way up. Another cool ass thing that I did, which I don't know very many projects that have done this, I purchased 30% of the supply and I sent it to the owner of Pump Fund. I sent it to his wallet. So that's pretty much good as locked because he's not going to sell it. He's not going to trade it or anything like that. And currently, I think the last time I checked, you know, we haven't bonded yet, and it was already at like almost $9,000. So tons and tons of people watch his wallet and they track it. So my guess, my theory is once I do bond, that dollar amount's going to pop up, and then it's going to be probably the top token in his wallet. So I would imagine at some point maybe the owner himself might look at his wallet and be like, what the fuck is this? You know, if he clicks on it and he sees the beautiful website, the X account, the YouTube, all the shit, and if he figures out that I'm streaming on Pump Fund, all it would take is for him to be like, this is a cool motherfucker right here, I'm gonna go ahead and post about this. Done. And I have supply control. I locked 10%, so right there, that's 40% of the supply gone. I have like 3 or 4 wallets that have additional supply in it that I'm going to use for like giveaways and, you know, all of the stuff that everybody does. So there won't be any sell pressure. So I can't wait to see what happens when it bonds and it doesn't dump, because I'm not going to be selling. So it should be pretty interesting. I think we're at like 96% bonding curve right now too.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it's really bullish. I think that's really self-explained.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody watches this later and they're like, they want to ask a question, dude, fucking drop it wherever. ProMod knows. I'll answer you straight up.
Okay. I was thinking of another question. Should be the last question is, I think you already answered that. It was that, how do you, the most common question I think people ask is, what's the plan to, because when this goes to like $1 million or billion market cap. How do you plan to promote the token and the product together?
Well, I think that's just going to be it's what they say, the snowball rolling downhill effect. I think at some point it's going to be one of those tokens where nobody can ignore, especially if somebody like the owner of Pump Fund tweets about it. And then once people, as lazy as they are, I hope they do some fucking research and look into who I am. And then once they realize that there's a $1 million brand, the luxurious lounge token is sponsored by Luxurious Bastard Beard Co. And the legitimacy behind that, my Telegram or my Instagram account is a blue check verified, going on like 8 years now, 40,000 followers. My TikTok account's got like 50,000 followers. My YouTube account, I just finally hit 5,000. It doesn't get any more authentic than that when you got the creator of a real brand plus an extension of it. I've already been doing the YouTube stuff for years, so it just comes natural to me. So I think we'll end up so what's going to end up happening is, maybe I'll have one cool person like, I'll be on your stream, which is going to lead to maybe 2 influencers like bigger in this space, which is going to lead to 3 or 4. Joe Rogan, a couple months back, he was being interviewed by somebody, and Joe Rogan was talking about when he first launched his podcast, he had like nobody. He was like interviewing just random people, and then it was like he got somebody popular, which led to 2 people, which led to 4, and now he fucking had the president of the United States on his channel. I'm hoping at some point I'll have Joe Rogan himself sitting here right next to me, and I could tell him like, bro, you're an inspiration to me. I think my place and my lounge that I built is cool enough to where even somebody like that, if he came here, he'd be like, God damn, this is impressive, dude. And it's like, are those real guns? He's gonna have a cigar with me, maybe a cold beer, and shoot the shit. How cool will that be? He's a regular dude just like me. He started from nothing to something, just like myself.
Exactly. And since the luxurious bread is already based project, it's a branded project already. That makes it more easier.
A lot easier, because I'm not having to relearn anything. This is what I already do. I'm just branching off from it.
Yeah. That's all my questions for now. And I hope people come back to listen to it.
Yeah, I think they will. Maybe the next space will have 6, 7 people, and then the next space will have 10, and then the next space will have 30. I mean, fuck, look at Mr. Beast. His video from like 10 years ago, when he would go live, he had like 5 people watching. Now he's got like 50 million. So just a matter of time.
This guy, Actual Speed, he started with just one person.
Mm-hmm.
Just one person, and now he's streaming all over the world.
Yep. I have a feeling that's how this will be, like maybe the end of 2026. Not only Luxurious Bastard in the lounge, but the other tokens that I'm in, people are going to look back and be like, damn, I wish I would have been there, on February 8th at 7:52 p.m. and been like one of the first guys to get into that coin, because now it's at like 500 million market cap, you know what I mean?
That's what the story's gonna be.
And I'm a man of my word too. So like when I say I'm gonna do something, I'll fucking try my hardest to make that happen. Like if you go to my YouTube channel for the Luxurious Lounge, the main opener video kind of briefly explains what I want to try to do with this, and like I want to be able to, like, with the creator awards, buy a car and give it away and live stream it. I want to be able to, like, a random person pick them and pay off their mortgage, from Pump Fund Creator Awards. Like that's some fucking cool shit. I don't care who you are, and live stream it.
That would be really cool, bro.
Yep.
So we'll get there. I have patience. I mean, obviously, I built a brand. Took me 9 years to get to where I'm at. So I'm not about to give up after, you know, a week.
Yep.
This is
Little
this
by
is
little,
exciting.
you
This
get
this
there.
type of stuff is like, as an entrepreneurial, this is what gets me fired up, and that's just gonna
It
roll
takes
into
two.
every project that I'm in because I don't start something if I don't think I can accomplish it.
Yeah, it takes time, patience, and effort
And money.
to build something. Yeah,
Yep.
and money, a lot of money.
And honesty. And that's one thing I'm big about, man. Like my 30,000 customers, I didn't have, I didn't build up that kind of relationship by like, you know, treating them like shit or like scamming them or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I built that brand and that relationships with that many people already. It's just going to be a matter of time before people get sick of tokens that last 48 hours or, even a week. I went back to look at every single token that I invested in, and like 99.9% of them are dead. They just
But
made their money and they
fucking
left.
good. That's how it is on pump.
Yep. Yep.
Everybody dies down after 48 hours, which is crazy.
Yep. That's
But
why
that
I'm
what
like,
happens on yeah.
I'm, in the nicest way possible. I almost want to smack freaking the owner of Pump Fund around. I'm like, bro, you've been crying for real streamers, for like real, devs, content creators. Well, here the fuck I am. So like, pay attention. That's why I'm saying I'm hoping that the 300 million tokens that I sent him to his wallet, once it bonds, I mean, if he's looking at it, he's got to at some point open up his wallet and be like, holy shit, what's this token in here that's worth $30,000? He's gonna look at it. Just a matter of time.
Yeah, I just think too much shit is going on Pump Fund. So they just need to concentrate on something and
Yep.
forget the whole other crazy shit going on, because there's too much crazy shit going on Pump.
Yeah.
They need to, and for a platform that wants content creators to to be powerful, they're not even giving the content creators good platform to work with.
Yeah.
Streaming on Pump Fund is a little bit stressful if you're not
Yep.
used to streaming. For a new person, you can't even use it.
Oh yeah, it's hard as shit, especially from a cell phone. Jesus.
It's hard as shit, and that's not a good thing for a content creator. You need to make it as easy as possible, and
Yep.
and
Yep. There's a
that
reason.
didn't
There's a reason why all the big content creators are on like Kick and Twitch and Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna end up streaming there too, but that's not gonna be my main,
Yeah.
channel. I think my main channel right now is gonna be more focused on X until other platforms start to, take off. Then maybe at some point, Alon or Alan or whatever will pull his head out of his ass, fictitiously and be like, oh, let me see this luxurious lounge guy. Like, oh, maybe I should do a tweet because, for one, I don't think anybody
You can't
else
even
is.
invite him for a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get him over for a podcast. Give him an appointment for the show, and
I know,
that
right?
would be really cool. Though.
Imagine if I don't know has he ever been live on any podcast or anything, or does he not like to show his face?
I didn't even know Elon until today.
Oh, really?
Recently. I didn't even know it was the owner of Pump Fund. I haven't seen people launch Elon talking and all this shit. I never knew he was like the owner of Pump Fund.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man.
That would be really cool having him on
I'm
my
gonna-
podcast.
It's almost 8 p.m. over here. I got a few things to do for the
Yeah,
luxurious
man.
bastard. So good questions. First space. It'll be up. It'll be recorded. So if any of you are watching this right now, make sure to leave a comment below, or if you have a question. No question is a stupid question. Just freaking leave it and I'll get back to you. Simple as that.
Sure.
Until next time, you guys take care, be safe, and don't click on the links.
Yeah, be safe.
All right. We'll
All
see you
right,
guys
man.
later. Thanks,
you.
ProMod. Peace out.